right, sweet. Looks like we are now live. Yeah, it looks like we're now live. How is everyone's day going so far? How is everyone feeling today? Got a nice little simple stream planned for all you. A nice little hangout sesh. How's everyone's day going so far? Who's first this time around? Let's see. Joseph Keen, first and foremost. What's going on, dude? Gigs, what's happening, brother? James Chilikas. The homie Ness. Milsim Marksman. Good to see all y'all. Good to see the regs, man. Good to see the regs. Do me all a favor. Let me know how the audio's coming in. And if you haven't already, you know the drill. Make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this live stream. And then share this around with as many people as possible. Spread the word that if everyone wants to get extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway, now's the time to do it. Yeah. How's everyone doing? The Real Wild, what's going on, man? I got your message real well, by the way. That was me messaging you. I am still looking for that file for yours. Worst case scenario, I'll be able to give you like your the amount that you have left in terms of your balance. I got you, bro. I got you. Pug Boiling the Great. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? I am Jet. What's up, dude? How's everyone doing? Audio is good? Good to hear. Good to hear. Want to make sure that we are all copacetic and ready to stream. Boaz is going to be joining me in just a little while, so stay tuned for that as well. LC on the audio. Sounds good. Sounds freaking sick. Sounds freaking good. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll get started in like 3 more minutes. We'll officially begin. 3 more minutes. We'll officially begin. And hopefully, all goes well. YouTube won't take down this live stream as well. I literally have no music. I'm not showing the website. Like, I'm making sure that we are solid. There's nothing in the title that sounds sketchy. So we are good. We are good. We shouldn't have any issues, YouTube. I'm looking at you. Good, thanks for asking. Always, of course, man. Of course, tuning in all the way from the Philippines. It's morning time to Hominess. Well, Hominess, always appreciate you, and always good to see that we have an international audience as well. It's always cool when we get like viewers from like Ireland, the UK, of course, the Philippines, right? Of course. Akrai, what's going on, man? What's up, homie? What's up? How you guys feeling? How's everyone's day going so far? Yeah, in like 3 more minutes, we'll officially begin. We'll at that 05, we'll officially start. But y'all already see the this way. There you go. It's inverted for me. Y'all already see the promotions to my. For me, it's my left, but for you guys, it's the right. There you go. Yeah, there you go. You guys see them. They're right there. They are right there, ready for y'all to take advantage of. Daniel Choppa was good, homie. What's happening, dude? Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. So many of you might be wondering why we're streaming like this. So a couple different reasons. If you guys haven't been keeping up with our streams, first and foremost, you should always be keeping up with the streams. But yeah, we've had to change the format of how we stream a little bit due to some uncertainties and a lot of changes we've seen with YouTube as well. Unfortunately, they're just getting stricter and stricter to go ahead and stream and show off anything. Showing off the website seems like it was one thing, and then another was also the titles, the words used in your titles for the live streams. We did a test stream on Thursday because that last Tuesday, if y'all remember, that Tuesday stream, that No Flightless live stream, that was pretty bad. Like, I didn't think we did anything wrong. At first I thought, okay, was the music that I was playing like not allowed, even though it was supposed to be like a royalty-free playlist. Turns out it most likely wasn't that. It was more likely the title. There was a certain word, I'm not going to repeat, but there was a word used in the title of the live stream, which I think is what got us taken down. That word, I'm not going to say it, but I'll spell it out, G-U-N. That's all I'm going to say about that, right? I had that in the title, so now I've learned my lesson. Never put that in the title, unfortunately. YouTube will not treat you fairly because of that. But yeah, we've had to go ahead and change it up a little bit as well. Also showing off the website too. Sometimes apparently that might do it. So we're just holding off on showing off the website itself. Whenever there's anything important or anything I want to let you guys know about, I'll be sending you all the links in the live chat, and that should be all right. There shouldn't be any sort of issue with that. But for now, we're going to refrain from showing off the website for now. Until we can get more concrete evidence that it doesn't actually affect it at all. Gnarls was good, Isaiah. Muslim West was hardcore this week, and I'll let you know NATO was absolutely demoralized. And we ran through this week in Gnarls. That's what's up, homie. That's what's up. Dude, I loved to hear it when the homies are on one side. Here's the thing. A lot of the regs and myself, my teammates, a lot of us were really busy with some other shit outside of work and our personal lives. Like we just didn't have the time to go. So, as it really sucked because I really was looking forward to going this time around, especially because I really wanted to hang out with you, Gnarls. I actually really wanted to meet you in person. But unfortunately, it is what it is, right? Time constraints, I got caught up in some other commitments. But I'm glad to hear that y'all just absolutely wiped the floor with NATO, man. That's absolutely good to hear. Putting in work. All right, let's see here. Yeah, it is now 4:05, so why don't we officially begin, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Storefront live stream. My name is Isaias, and I will be your host, one of two hosts for today's live stream. Boaz will be joining me shortly. He is currently editing another video that we have been working on right now for this week's upload, and y'all are going to really like this episode. But, yeah, this is going to be just a regular Hangout sesh, so if you guys want to be able to, swing on by, make sure you take advantage of the promotions going on. Right, it's a classic, right? It's a classic for sure. Every $50 spent, you'll be receiving 5 entries into the $1,000 shopping spree giveaway. I have the example right here. Every $50 spent, right? There you go. It's super simple, right? Think multiples of 50, you'll be getting 5 entries per. Spend $50, you get 5. Spend $100, you get 10. Spend $150, and you get 15, and so on and so forth. Order count has been pretty low, which sucks for us, but that is fantastic for all you, which means your odds just got that much better of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Not only that, there are other ways to increase your odds of winning the giveaway as well. I'll go ahead and put the new rule set for the giveaway here as well. I'm going to put that in the live chat just for you guys to go and see for yourselves, right? So this new updated rule set is very important, right? So we had to go ahead and make some changes, right? Because we weren't seeing enough new people involved. And for all my new players watching right now, make sure to go ahead and place your orders. Because again, beginner's luck is 100% a thing, right? Like there have been so many times we've called the name of the winner, or the order number, I should say, of the winner, and it turned out to be a first-time shopper that just wasn't watching the stream because they thought there's no way in heck that they're going to win. You guys absolutely can get the dub, but you guys need to make sure that you place your orders. Hell, even the last winner, the winner of the shopping spree giveaway, the largest prize that we had ever done the last time, which was for $5,400, he was a new player. He was a first-time shopper, right, through us at GI. So you know what I mean? Like you have beginner's luck on your side. So highly recommend that you do so. I'd also strongly recommend that you place your orders for a 2024 Platinum Mystery Box as well. Those are going to be selling out pretty soon. We have very little left of those, guys. Every single prize on that list is going to be a certified banger, right? Not only that, you're getting 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So make sure to place those orders as well. Right? You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on all these amazing products. Actually, we even have some new products as well being added to the site. A lot of pre-orders as well from brands like LCT, Arcturus, and so much more. I'm going to link those as well for you guys to go ahead and check out on your own time as well. But remember, like I said, there's tons of stuff for you to take advantage. Not to mention, we have tons, and I mean tons of sale items that are available right now. Everything from like hot seller Airsoft brands, right? Some of your favorite models, even battery, like BBs, all the essentials that you need, accessories, they're going to be discounted right now. So make sure you take advantage of it. It's an insane amount of discounted products, right? Pistols as well. So every class, you're talking LMG to the humble gas flowback pistol. Absolutely would recommend getting it. Now's the time to go and get that loadout, guys. Now is absolutely the time to get that loadout. But like you guys saw in the title, this is a Q&A live stream. So if you guys have any Airsoft related questions, whether you're looking for product recommendations from items we sell on our site, you're looking for my opinions on things, any advice, especially my newer players, anyone out there that is looking to ask that question, don't be afraid. I'm here to help you guys out. I genuinely want to be able to help you guys out as much as I possibly can. I've been playing Airsoft for 14 years, and even though I don't claim to be an expert in any one field, I definitely know a thing or two. So highly recommend you go ahead and ask away. My co-host will be eventually joining us. Again, he's just caught up in the middle of editing right now, but he'll be joining us soon. But in the meantime, we can go and answer some questions as well. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to identify and see and spot out. Things still can get lost in the chat. You're welcome to ask your question twice if I haven't already answered it. However, if I have answered it, or if you're putting it any more than that, we're going to go ahead and put you on a timeout. Myself, mods, we don't want to do that. You don't want to have that happen. It's not a good time for anyone. So just be patient. I will come around to your question as soon as I possibly can. And like I said, guys, this promotion right here, right this side, is going to be ending at the end of the stream. We'll only be streaming till 5 p.m. So make sure to place those orders. Dartree, what's going on, man? What is happening? Milsim Marksman, this is a great question. What's the best airsoft field in the LA region, Milsim Marksman? That is a fantastic question, Milsim Marksman. I would say it really depends on what it is that you're looking to do. I believe that in LA, SoCal area in general, actually has a plethora of different fields that we can go to. We are kind of spoiled for choice in the sheer amount. I would say California in general is kind of spoiled in the sheer amount of fields we do have. I want to say that California has the most amount of fields compared to any other state, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but I'm fairly confident in saying that. We have more fields than any other state. So we're actually kind of spoiled for choice. Sometimes it might be a little bit of a drive from places, but it all just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for example, fast-paced, quick, like action. You don't want to go ahead and like waste too much time staging. You just want to get into the action right away. Something very convenient. Then I would actually say specifically go to Project N1. That's actually my favorite indoor field. If I'm going to play indoors or any sort of CQB, I'm going to N1 every single time. Both Sigma and myself, and a lot of the guys here at GI much prefer going to N1 in terms of like going to an indoor field. We just like the staff there. The field is cool because they're constantly changing the layout. It just feels real cool. It's a real cool vibe that they got there. Parking is definitely a little bit of a struggle sometimes. You definitely got to do street parking sometimes, which does suck if you're not there early. But you know what? Hey, I'd be more than willing to tolerate that because the field game or the games that they have there are super fun. They're super dope, super fast paced, very convenient. It's very convenient for a lot of players too because it's kind of when the hours when it's after work or after school, right? So everyone's able to come out during those times and just play, right? It's super dope. I would highly recommend that for indoor. But if you want to do outdoor, it's very subjective. Depends on what sort of field rules you like. For me personally, I've always been more partial to Wildlands Airsoft Park. That's right now currently my number one. However, if I want something that's very convenient, very close, I'm going to go to Hollywood Sports. I used to have a little bit of a gripe, actually several gripes, I should say, with several of the rules. But however, in recent years, I gotta be honest, they've made significant improvements. They've been able to sort of toughen up their rule set, sort of catered a little bit more towards an older crowd, which is cool. I really like to see that. I definitely don't want rules that are going to cause problems on the field, and they were able to do away with a lot of, I guess. I don't want to say like controversial rules, but a lot of rules that were a little bit not favored upon. They were not looked greatly upon. They were able to do away with a lot of those rules, so it made it a lot more fun of an experience. And again, I'm like a 7-minute drive out from there, And it looks like not too many people are taking advantage of the promotion. Looks like only one person so far has been taking advantage of the promotion. Guys, make sure to place those orders. Again, entries are low, which means your odds of winning these shopping spree giveaway are that much higher. So get those orders in now while you guys can, especially for all the discounted items, for a mystery box, right? Remember, every 50 you spend, getting you 5 chances of winning that $1,000. $1,000 that you can do. That's a lot of damage you can do. It's a lot of damage, right? $1,000 is no chump change, All right, let's keep scrolling through. But yes, the Milson Marks, that is a fantastic question. Michael San Diego, hey, I need your help choosing either SMC9, Spectre Arms Edge 2.0, X-Series Classic Army Nemesis, or KWA T6. Looking for an SMG PCC. Depends on your budget. For me, I would either go with the Classic Army, like the X9 Nemesis. That's like the X9 is like probably one of my favorite PDW SMGs, like PCCs that you can get out there. I would also say KWA as well as a solid pick. Nothing wrong with Spectre Arms. I just think for me personally, I think those would be the best picks. However, if you were looking for gas flow, the SMC9 is a fantastic choice as well. I think, though, if I had to pick the most convenient package all around, I would have to say, Michael San Diego, it would be the Classic Army Nemesis. The X9 that they offer is fantastic. Full metal construction, ECS programmable trigger unit, 603 Type 4 inner barrel, rotary style hop chamber. It's got the works, man. It's a tried and true high-end, high-performance AEG, right? It is what it is, right? And again, like it's just a fantastic package overall, right? And there's several different colorways available for that right now. I actually just checked earlier. There's several different colors available for that. So highly would recommend, especially right now, right? You order one of those bad boys, let's see. You would either be, depending on whether it's 300, 350, depending on which model you get, sale. You could potentially get anywhere from like 30 to like 35 entries into the shopping spree if you order one of those bad boys right now, right? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Just keep scrolling up. Like to buy one and fly with it back home. I get that. You're from the Philippines, man. Dude, it always sucks when it's international, too. If I put an order 2 Thursdays ago, will I be entered into the giveaway? 2 Thursdays ago. For that one, Jimbo, if it's after 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, Bossman put it in there, too. If it's after 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If it was before, then no. See, make sure I don't miss anything. Jeez, I have 30 entries. Hey, man, there you go. High chances, man. High chances of winning. That's all it is, man. It's a numbers game, right? At the end of the day, it is going to be a numbers game. the more entries you have, the better your odds of winning the giveaway, right? It's just like any raffle that you do for literally anything, right? The more entries you have, the better your chances are. Now, with that said, beginner players, first-time shoppers absolutely have a little thing called beginner's luck on their side, right? And I know some people like say it's not a real thing, it's not a real factor. Absolutely it is, because this last shopping spree giveaway that we did ended up being stacked 9 times. We ended up having to wait 9 weeks, and 8 of those weeks it was for a first-time shopper. That's the names that it was called. It was for a first-time shopper. They just didn't show up. They just didn't show up because they didn't think that they could win. So you absolutely can be the next big winner. Let's see here. Let's see. Keep scrolling up. What's the best HPA rifle? Tony Montana. That's the best HPA rifle. I mean, that's subjective. It really, really is subjective. Again, really depends on what it is that you're looking for, what your expectations are. For me, I actually prefer the Wolverine MTW lineup. I think they're just very convenient, very, very well built, incredibly sturdy. Wolverine MTW. That would probably be like the go-to, at least at current times. You know what I mean? Like right now, that is what is coming to mind. The Wolverine MTW here. I can go and link that for you as well. Wolverine MTW. I'll go ahead and send y'all the link for that one as well for you to check out. And there's a lot of different parts that come out specifically for that as well. So very cool to see. I love to see it. I love to see aftermarket support. Should I buy an Airsoft Pew while here in the Philippines? I mean, if you wanted to, hominess, if you want to, why not, right? Boxes left till raffle. Joseph Keane, the Mayo Gang Airsoft Pistol Mystery Box. I think we have less than 15 left before we can go ahead and do the bonus raffle. Again, right, the Mayo Gang Airsoft Pistol Mystery Box is another fantastic option for many of y'all to get, especially if you are looking for a gas blowback airsoft pistol. You're looking for that next item, or maybe potentially even that SMG. You know, if the odds are in your favor, right? If the stars align, you might be able to go out and get that SMG as well. All right, but what is guaranteed is that you'll be receiving a dope airsoft gun in addition to 10 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. 10 entries into winning $1,000 all for yourself. All right, looks like we're getting some more people taking advantage of the promotion, but not too many. It's been very, very slow. Guys, you got to get those orders in now while you guys can, right? You got to get them in now while you can. Keep throwing up. Answer that one. Answer that one. Answer that one. My man, how's are you? All right, cool. We should be caught up on all those. Scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. I want to make sure that we are all caught up on all these as well. Ooh, all right, here we go. HPA, HKM 110, A1 or built-out AEG version, and why? Fish Stickum. That is a great question. It is essentially a question of AEG versus HPA, right? Here's the thing. I still think, to this day, it's very hard to beat, dare I say near impossible right now, to beat the trigger response that you would get out of an HPA, right? And it is very consistent and high-performance system. It is fantastic. However, with that said, AEG technology has come a very, very long way, right? And for most players' needs, AEGs have already kind of capped out. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much innovation that you can do with AEG now, right? We've already done so much, right? There is a performance cap that we have kind of reached with the Tokyo Marui spec. But between the two, for the HKM 110A1, for me, I'm always an AEG guy. I'm always going to prefer AEG over HPA, just because I'm not like the biggest HPA guy in general, right? I kind of liked Airsoft because, again, the sense of realism that you kind of get, right? The more realistic it is, the more I'm going to be inclined to like it, versus seeing a big old line sticking out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be that impressed by it, or I'm not going to be like that drawn towards it. It's just not my thing, right? It's fine if people like that. You know what I mean? If people want an HPA and HK M110, by all means, go for it. And it's going to be absolutely sick. Performance is going to be gnarly. But I think a built-out AEG is still just as competitive. I still think it can be just as competitive, for sure. For sure. All right, keep scrolling through. Or maybe I was thrown off. Doing math right now. This is... Make sure I'm not missing anything. Is Arcturus making MP magwell for the new cat models? Darktree, I know that they do make a PC. We have the PCC magwell for the cat series, but I don't know about that one specifically. I'm not 100% certain. I don't know much about what Arcturus is going to be making for in terms of a like MP5 or MK5 style mag adapter. It'd be dope, like 100%. That would absolutely be insane. I'm not 100% certain though. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's freaking crazy. Freaking KSC Strack. That was a very interesting thing. If you guys haven't seen the new products page on our website, there's this gun or airsoft replica. Sorry, YouTube. There's airsoft replica called the KSC. What was it called? Let me see. Let me pull it up the thing. It's pretty interesting. It's a pretty strange name. It was the KSC Strack. It was kind of weird. Like KSC is supposed to be like KWA, right? It is KWA Japan, right? That is what it is. The Strack Teg. Yeah, that's basically exactly what it is. It's exactly what you think it is. It is absolutely hilarious. Let's see, what did Boss? Actually, KSC is more available 20 years ago than KWA. KWA was only an OEM factory, so they decided to make their own brand. Yeah, a little bit of ancient history there. Old history. KWA lore, if you will. Isaias, tell Bossman to clear my gift voucher, please. Pending for okay. I mean, we'll clear it out. We'll clear it out. You know what I mean? Well, it'll be cleared out. It will be cleared out. You guys usually pretty quick within a day or so. It depends on when it was made. Usually it's like the next business day, but again, something might have happened. Again, we'll get that cleared out for you, XR Preacher. I was also leaning towards the Spectrum Arms because it has the Aster MOSFET already, but the SMC9 is looking good. Here's the thing: you can't really go wrong with either any of those options. For me, if I had the money for all of it, right, I would say just go for broke and go for the SMC9. I would choose that over the Spectrum Arms. Nothing wrong with the Spectrum Arms, but just the SMC9 is so freaking sick, right? It's so freaking cool. But again, you cannot go wrong with the Spectrum Arms either. My thing is just with the Spectrum Arms, if you're looking for like their PDW, their like SM or their SMG. The problem with their PCC is that the battery compartment is not that great on their stock, if I'm not mistaken. The PDW stock is not the best in terms of battery space. It just isn't, right? So at that point, I'd rather just go SMC, right? Don't even have to worry about it. You're going gas blowback. It's sick, man. It's freaking sick. And its performance is insane. What would it take for y'all to consider opening up an East Coast location again? What would you guys look into before doing such a thing? I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff that we'd have to be looking into, not just like the location itself, cost of like keeping it open, right? There's like overhead costs, like there's a lot of factors. You know, what sort of clientele would you be expecting? Size of the location. There's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't even be able to begin to get into, just get so much, right? But at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to support. It's all going to come down to monetary support from everyone from the Mayo Gang, right? It's going to require a combined effort from everyone, making sure that we're able to go ahead and have sell. The more we sell, right, the more benefits that we're able to go ahead and start reaping, right? If it's a matter of expansion, yes, absolutely. But a business needs to succeed in order to do that, right? We need your guys' continued support in order to be able to go ahead and have another location be opened up, right? If we get like... this turns out to be the best year that we ever do, right? We're able to make like crazy amounts, then like, yeah, expansion is something that we'd potentially be able to do, right? But it does require the continued support from the Airsoft community and from the Mayo Gang especially, right? And that means not just going ahead and letting, your best friend know, which is always appreciated. Always want to spread the word, but spread the word through social media, right? Being able to go ahead and use your like IG, your Facebook, your TikToks, whatever it is that you got going on, even your Discord stuff, right? Just posting links, be like, hey, I'm watching this live stream. Want to go and check it out? Hey, I shop at this place called Airsoft GI. You guys want to check it out? Like all that stuff really makes a huge difference and really helps us out. So make sure you're doing so. And of course, getting those orders in before the end of the live stream. We got about, what is that? 27, no, we got 37 minutes left of the live stream. So we're almost halfway, guys. Make sure to place those orders now while you guys can. Let's see, make sure you're missing anything. Yes. What do you think about the new Gen 4 LT? Michael San Diego. My only thing was I think the rail system I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I think the gun is fantastic. Again, this is going to be Lancer's, in our eyes, the very first true high-end AEG that they're coming out with, and it looks cool. And I bet the performance is going to be fantastic as well. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I can't say too much because I don't have any trigger time with the new Gen 4s, right? I don't have any trigger time myself with the new Gen 4s, but I am very much looking forward to seeing what they can do, right? Especially with like how good the MGC4 lineup has been, right? And again, just how solid the Gen 3s and even Gen 2s were. Like, yeah, I would expect the Gen 4s to be absolutely banging. Let's see, keep scrolling through because you want to make sure you're not missing anything. Remember, guys, if you have any Airsoft-related questions or any sort of questions in general, feel free to go ahead and ask away. Put the letter Q right in front. Or if you want to ask me personal questions, I'm more than welcome to do so as well. See, make sure to see. Do I need to start box shopping again? Joseph Keen, if you want to do it, I mean, hey, you know what? You've already proven yourself to be a fairly lucky guy. If you end up buying out of all our mystery boxes, hey, we never put a limit on how many boxes you can buy, Joseph King. We never put a limit on how many boxes anyone can buy or how many entries any one person can have into any of our giveaways. It's unlimited. We're doing this because we want to, right? So again, if you guys want to go ahead and get hella entries into the giveaway, highly recommend you do so. Again, you're going to end up reaping the benefits anyway. All right, keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm missing any more questions. All right, let's scroll down to the most recent stuff. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. Let us know that you guys want us to continue doing this. And share this around. That's the most important part. Share this live stream around. Let people know that we are live right now and that I'm happily answering away at people's questions. I want to help out as many people as I possibly can. All right, let's see here. My mom will let me get an Airsoft, but I'm trying. How do I get my mom to approve of Airsoft? Mythical Potato. You know what, Mythical Potato? That is a fantastic question. That is a fantastic question, and if you wanted to, you're more than welcome to get your mom or your parents or your legal guardian to actually join in on the stream as well. You're allowed to go ahead and have her type away her questions, and I'll happily answer away as well. I can definitely put away a lot of her concerns, put them to rest as well. But if you are, and this goes for anyone, any newer players that are trying to, especially my younger crowd, that want to get into Airsoft but are worried that their parents won't let them, or their parents have said, no, I don't want you getting hurt. There could be a number of reasons why they don't want you to. Figure out what the main reason is, and then we can go from there. But typically, a lot of times parents are concerned for the safety and well-being of their, of their dependent, right? Their kid, whoever it might be. If that's the case, then you can let them know that, hey, this is a hobby sport that is played by literally millions of people, right? There are a ton of people that play this, right, regularly on a daily basis. There are fields where there are rules that are regulated to make sure that everyone is safe and having a good time. In terms of actually buying the airsoft guns, there are many different guns that can fit within many different people's budgets, right? You don't have to spend necessarily an arm and a leg in order to get into this amazing hobby, right? There are stuff, we at GI love having many different options available to all sorts of players, right? And maybe you don't want to go, maybe you want to be able to hit the fields, but you can't right now. That's fine. You don't have to necessarily go to the fields with your airsoft guns. In fact, there's actually quite a number of airsofters in the country in general that don't ever hit the fields, period. They actually use them as sort of more of a collector's piece, or they just plink around in the backyard. That's another thing you can do as well, just to kind of slowly start you off, right? Get yourself a simple airsoft gun, maybe something under $100, like a spring-powered tri-shot shotgun. Those are fantastic. Always super fun to play around with, and you can just hit cans in the backyard, right? Once you display that sort of level of maturity, then yeah, absolutely, we can go from there and start working your way up slowly but surely, right? That's one way you can go ahead and do it. I do get that. Honestly, it was more so my mom. It was more so my mom that was pretty opposed to me getting into airsoft because she's like, oh, the guns look too real, or I'm worried that, cops are going to, think that they're real. I get it. I do totally understand, dude. I know exactly where you're coming from. With that, it's more so just a matter of like, don't have it out in the middle of the open, right? Don't bring it out to like the mall or like to school or something. That'd be a terrible idea. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do anything like that. I know it's pretty obvious to most of us, but I gotta say it, Don't ever bring your airsoft guns into any sort of public space. Obviously, you want to make sure it stays inside of its box. If you have a bag for it of some kind or a case, that would work even better. Don't bring it out in the open. Keep it inside your car in like the trunk or something. Don't have it in your lap where people in traffic can see you as they're passing by. It's pretty obvious. Treat it like a real one, and then you should be fine. You will be okay. You will be totally okay, but you got to show a level of responsibility, all right? Question of the day. When, of course, XR Preacher, you always got to ask. I'm here, and I'll tell you the same thing. We sell out of Mayo Gang MGC4s. We sell out consistently of Mayo Gang MGC4s in every single color. Well, like most color. I'll say most color variations. If we sell out the majority of our Mayo Gang lineup stock, then yeah, 100%. We can go ahead and start expanding even more into. Again, companies listen to orders. They listen to the money. They listen to the wallets, right? So you got to get those orders in for the Mayo Gang MGC4s if you want to dominate the airsoft fields. Because again, I'm just saying, right? You want to dominate the airsoft field? That's the easiest way to do it. A mid-tier price point, but you're getting high-performance AEG? Sign me up. Sign me the heck up. Michael San Diego. Okay, you guys selling me the SMC9. I'm sold on that. There you go, Michael. There you go. Get that SMC9 if you haven't already. Get that order in. Get those extra entries. Isaias, remember when Casper, Brewer, DJ challenged me to make the Lego Carl Gustav? Well, I finished designing it, and I'm going to start building it in real bricks. Hey, yo, Black Brick, that's freaking sick, dude. I know that you were on that like Lego Designer app, like designing all that stuff, right? You made the MGC4, and you're gonna make that car, dude. That's cool. Did you post that on the Discord yet? I want to take a look at that. Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, he's going through. Will pistol boxes still count for 550 and the 10? No, so it's not like stacking. You're going to be getting the 10 entries. So that's 10 chances though. That is still 10 entries into the giveaway, my guy. That is still 10 chances that a lot of players, don't want to do. I'm just saying, right? We make all this stuff readily available for everyone to take advantage of. Actually, you know what? We'll get you 15 entries though. 15 chances of winning the shopping spree is going to be the 2024 Platinum Box, baby. 2024 Platinum Box, which is available right now, right? Order that. And again, we have way less than half available. Get those orders in now for 15 chances. Again, take a look at that. Take a look at that right now. Look at that prize list. It is insane. Every single prize on there costs more than the box itself. It's a guaranteed come up, and you get 15 chances of winning $1,000. There you go. You are welcome. All right. What accessories should I get for my new snap? What's it saying? Okay, if I buy 3 pistol boxes, would that be 30 plus 30? No, so it doesn't stack on top. Hey, there he is. The man himself has joined. Right, let's go move. You joined. It's the ghost. Oh no, there you go. There he is. There you go. All right, so let me catch you up to speed with what's going on so far. So this is gonna look a little different. For now, because of YouTube strike that we had last week, we are taking it easy. We're not going to be showing the website off. We can still send links in the live chat, but we can't show the website off, unfortunately. And I'm going to try my best to avoid saying GUN, because we're that paranoid.
Yes. YouTube never fails to tighten the noose on us already.
Absolutely. Right now, we're just doing sort of a Q&A, just answering some questions right now. I wanted to make sure. I think there was a question earlier that I wanted you to go ahead and answer, but I'll see if I can go ahead and find. Okay, so this one I answered earlier, but I want to get your opinion on it too. Fish Stickum is asking HPA HKM110A1, the one that Cisco bought. One of those, HPA or just built out AEG, and why? Why would you go with that one specifically? For me, I said AEG, because I do still think that a built-out AG can compete with HPA. But what are your thoughts on it? I know you're not an HPA guy, but
well, it just depends how much money you're willing to pour into that thing. I mean, the M110A1s are already like very expensive as is, and if you want to like throw even more money at it as an HPA, I mean, if you have the money, like, why not? I guess, But yeah, I mean. For me, I prefer AG anyway. For me, it's just simpler to use. Like, I don't have to worry about filling up air in an air tank and going to like a scuba shop or whatever to fill up your air and worrying about running a line. Like, I don't really care too much for that. So I'd rather just keep it simple and just use an AG.
There you go. And I've also been talking to this guy, Mythical Potato. It seems like he is a newer player, or at least trying to get into it as well. He's saying, my mom won't let me get into Airsoft, but I'm trying. How do I get my mom to approve of Airsoft? And I feel like that was kind of a good topic too, is, how to get, if you're a newer player or want to get into it, how can you convince your legal guardians to let you partake in Airsoft?
Well, it just goes by on a case-by-case basis. Like, you have to, I think the problem is kind of getting to the heart of the issue. Like, why is it exactly that your mom or your parents are not allowing you to get into Airsoft? And so for me, when I was about 13 years old, I had a very, very long talk with my parents because they didn't want to buy me an Airsoft gun. And the reason why is because they're, well, to put it, lack of a better term, they're scared of guns. They're not, they're not American, as you would, like, in the sense of the term, they're not used to American culture. So, for them being, I guess you would say, like, immigrants, they're very much in the mind space, like, guns bad, gun bad, like, as soon as you hold a gun, you're going to turn into, like, a killer or something, which, like, that's kind of like the sentiment. So, for them, their major fear of me was that, like, I would use it and take it to, like, bring it to school, or, like, go, like, play around with it, like, as if it was like let's say like a Nerf toy blaster, like a foam blaster, or like a water squirt gun or whatever, like, they were afraid that, like, I would like shoot, like, my siblings with it, or stuff like that, like, without taking like safety precautions in mind and stuff, and so that they were scared of that. And then they were also scared that like it would lead down to the pipeline of like me getting into like real firearms, because again, like they're scared of guns. So that was the heart of the issue for them. So I had to convince them that like I was responsible and I would be mature, and that like I would treat an airsoft replica like the real thing. And like there's certain things that you have to do to be safe with it, and like I had to explain to them like, no, like what I'm asking for is like it's not a toy. Like I'm not treating it like a toy. Like of course like they're like I want to go to an airsoft field and play with it, but like I am not. My intention is not to just use it like some regular toy. So that's basically for me how I convinced my parents, and so they were kind of skeptical at first, and then I had to compromise. So when I first got my very first airsoft replica, like they were telling me like, oh, like you have to ask us when you want to use it, and we're gonna keep it in our room. And so like that happened for a while, and then eventually they're like, you know what, like you're actually a lot more mature and more responsible with it than I thought. And so then after that, they let me keep it in the room. They let me. After that, I went to Airsoft GI and bought my first real airsoft replica. And ever since then, I think they're a lot more comfortable with the notion of me with airsoft stuff. So maybe that's something that you need to do with your parents, and like kind of But at the end of the day, it's about like finding the heart of the issue, like figuring out like, okay, like you don't want me to have airsoft guns. I might not understand the reason why. Like is there something that you're scared of, or what you're concerned about, and like why is it that And so having that discussion with your parents, I think, is very important.
No, absolutely, 100%. Because if you can find the root of the problem, then you can go ahead and address any and all concerns that they might have. More than likely, again, it's most likely because they're concerned about most of the time out of safety. But again, it always helps to go ahead and ask, and again, have that discussion. Guys, remember to go ahead and place those orders. The promo next to us right now, every $50 spent, will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's 5 chances of winning $1,000 all for yourself for every 50 spent. So spend $50, you get 5, $100, you get 10, 150, get 15, so on and so forth. Multiples of 50, you'll be getting those extra entries. So don't miss out, because this promotion is going to be ending in 23 minutes. We are a little bit past halfway, so 23 minutes left of the live stream before this promotion goes down. And get those orders in, especially for a lot of the discounted items and new products we have available. All right, let's see. Answered that one. Okay, thoughts on the G&G GTP, GTP9. Do they offer one with metal slide and non-polymer? Some of the descriptions are a bit confusing. There are, I believe, some that do have a metal slide, but honestly, the biggest reason why I usually tell people to get the GTP is because of the SMC, is because of the SMC. Like, again, I like the GTP. I think it's cool, right? And again, I think G&G gas blowbacks in general are like really, really well made. I know you've had a lot of experiences too with the G&G gas blowback stuff.
Well, I think it's because the GTP is actually, it's supposed to be a platform. So it's not just a gas blowback pistol. It's supposed to be a whole platform, which is why G&G has so many different variations. I think G&G does make aftermarket metal slides, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if they sell them individually, but I know that some of them do have the metal slide out the box. Yeah.
But honestly, I think the all polymer one is snappier. It feels nicer to shoot.
Lighter, yeah.
Yeah, it feels lighter weight. It's snappier. I think the polymer one shoots better than the metal slide. But that's just my opinion. And it's not made out of cheap plastic like Tokyo Marui is. So, I mean, it's also because it's also because they use less powerful gas.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you start putting green gas into a Tokyo Marui gas blowback, like you're asking for trouble, because it's not meant to handle that. So, but with the polymer, with G&G's like legendary polymer that they're using, yeah, like it's definitely gonna hold up to the pressure of green gas, and it's super snappy. So, yeah, very gas efficient. I don't know if you've seen our video from like a long time ago when they first came out with it, right? Like 3 full mags on 1 fill of green gas is like insane. Hop up is super easy to adjust. Yeah, I mean it's definitely accurate, especially for a pistol. So yeah, I mean I'm a big fan of it, and I think it should be able to fit into like Glock compatible holsters as well, which is also a good selling point. So if you want something that like you just want something to work well out of the box, you don't want to have to like upgrade the snot out of it. Honestly, GTP9 is the way to go.
Absolutely. I love the G&G. Again, you said it the best. Efficiency. The G&G system, for whatever reason, is hella efficient. I would always recommend it, especially if you want that carbine kit. I'm just saying, it's so freaking nice.
The SMC9 is like insane.
Yeah, it's so freaking good. It's hella accurate as well. Okay, let's use Isaias. I'll post a pic of the Carl Gustav. Yeah, Black Brick. This is this kid that would go through Lego Designer, like the app, and he would actually build like the MGC4 in Lego form. right? So now he built the Carl Gustav, the M3, and now he's gonna start building it for real life, like in real life, an actual Lego Carl Gustav. That's
Okay.
friggin' sick, dude.
That is pretty sick.
Let's see here. I asked because I have one. I've been tinkering to get it with up to my field's DMR sniper limits, which is easier said than done while considering its capabilities and not imploding the inside. This is a guy that was asking about like AEG versus HPA. I mean, again, like if you have the money for it, you absolutely can. I getting it to upgrade within FPS limit, I don't think is necessarily the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, just to put it completely honest with you, the M110A1 out of the box, it's gonna need some work. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be at a DMR level out of the box. It's not. But I think, in my opinion, I think upgrading the gearbox in the M110 is probably going to be more cost effective compared to completely HPA swapping. I don't even know if are there companies that make 417 HPA systems, or I don't know. Yeah,
I'm fairly confident there actually is, but I don't.
People have done it in the past.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, people have for sure. So I don't know if there's a dedicated drop-in unit, but again, like it's completely up to you, man. Like for me, like my personal opinion, I'd rather just go the AEG route and just build it out to spec to your local field limits, and then just call it there, and you don't have to worry about like air, managing air, and like I don't know if your fields have special rules for HPA, so it's another thing you don't have to worry about.
I like what DJ is saying. It just hurts me to see folks foul up a nice limited edition for their perverted project.
Yeah, I mean, also at the end of the day, like once you swap out into an HPA system, like it kind of defaces the value of it. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Winter's Ash, are there any known issues with the AK M4 2000 round AEG electric drum magazine? Winter's Ash, nothing in particular per se, but usually I'm just not a big fan of like electric drum magazines in general, unless we're talking specifically for like LMGs, like it was designed for that. I'm not the biggest fan of using box magazines or drum mags for AEGs.
Here's some issues. It rattles a lot.
Yeah,
it's heavy.
Noisy.
Yeah. You run around the 2000 round magazine, like it's heavy.
Is it?
And it's heavier, than a mid-cap?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like with all that added weight, like I hope whatever M4 you're going to use it with, I hope the magazine catch is like nice, because you got all the added weight, fighting against the hop-up unit. So depending on that, you may or may not have feeding issues. Also depends on how fast your gun cycles, like if you have like a ludicrous rate of fire, the drum mag, the electric winding one, like might not be able to keep up with that rate of fire.
Absolutely. Have you ever tried doing that, or did you ever go through that phase when you were playing Airsoft as a kid, like where you were like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a drum mag on everything? I went through that for like a good few months in my like second year of playing Airsoft. But what about you? Did you just always kind of hate the drum mag?
I never bought a drum mag because I didn't really like how it looked. It was like, oh, just regular M4 with drum mag. Whoop-de-doo, but even I think once I switched over, tried using mid caps as compared to high caps, I was just like, dude, this is so much more fun. Like playing mid caps, like reloading is fun, and not having to wind the mag is fun. And like the thing I hate the most is like I remember when running high caps was you like shooting like and all of a sudden you hear the mag unwind because there's not enough BBs to like for the you hear that and you're like, oh no, yeah. So
and then of course, right, the enemy immediately hears that.
Yeah. So that sucked. But yeah, like I've never really felt the appeal of a drum magazine, honestly, on an M4, unless specifically I wanted to like. I did flirt with the idea of like, oh, what if M4 LMG? But then eventually I was like, nah, I'm okay.
No, I get that. I was definitely the guy that wanted to put, for at least a few months, I definitely wanted to put a drum mag or like a box mag on everything, including my MP5. Just 'cause I was like, I don't know. I was like, maybe if I got rid of reloading altogether, right? Because I definitely didn't want to have to worry about it. This is before I started like, practicing, trying to like reload and everything. But again, we all kind of go through that phase. But if you want to rock it, you can. Just bear in mind, there can be some issues with electric drum magazines. Guys, the order count has been low, which means your odds of winning these shopping spree giveaway are that much higher. Make sure to go on and take advantage of the promotion right next to our heads. Every $50 spent, you're getting 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Remember to place those orders for the 2024 Platinum Mystery Box as well for 15 entries into the giveaway as well. All right, Dartry. When guys speak on HPA, I wonder if they have ever tried it. I know, like, it kind of make me wonder that as well. Whenever anyone likes to badmouth just HPA in general, right? I wonder if it's a matter of like, okay, it comes from personal experience, or if it comes from like just what they hear and see, right? What they see on the field or what they see on videos. For me, I have tried HPA before. I have used it on fields before because some of my friends have it, and it's fun. It's a fun system. Don't get me wrong. Like it is a fantastic, very reliable and consistent system, which I do enjoy using. But the minute that I have to worry about like the line getting caught on snagged on something or wearing a tank, an external tank, I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me, man. This feels like paintball, you know. Which again, that's totally fine if you're into that. It's totally fine if you are into that. But yeah, it does make me wonder how many people that have, basically kind of like smack talked HPA have actually tried it for themselves, or if they would continue to smack talk it if they tried it for themselves. Your thoughts on that?
No, HPA is good. HPA is good, hands down, which is why so many people love it. But the reason why I don't personally like HPA is just because, to me, like in my opinion, I just think it's not very convenient to use. That's it. Not very convenient to use, and like I'm not getting any feedback, so it's not as fun to shoot. I think the people that like and or enjoy HPA is like they just want performance. So those are like the same guys who like min max their stats on video games and stuff like that. Like they just, or like in Call of Duty they'll just build
The meta build.
the meta build and not care that the gun looks absolutely disgusting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like I think HPA kind of gravitates towards that kind of crowd. Like people that it's only fun when you win.
I remember when thinking about min maxing and like and like the ideal loadouts, right? And you're talking about the meta. I remember when Warzone first came out, and we first started playing together, right? I remember like I had built all my guns the way I normally would want to, right? Like very kind of kosher builds, right? I remember too pulling out like the M4. I had built it out like a Mark 18 Mod Zero, and you were the first one that noticed. You're like, "Oh, Isaias, that's a sick Mark 18 Mod Zero. Too bad the stats actually suck on the gun, though." It was just like, "Yeah, you right. It's not that great."
Yeah, dude. Like I remember, yeah, like with Warzone, back when it was relevant. Like, yeah, everyone was running around with like the disgusting looking M4s, and at the end of the day, like everyone just ended up using it because they're tired of being laser beamed. So yeah, I mean, but HPA, yeah, like I think the people that enjoy HPA, they're more performance oriented at the end of the day. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just they emphasize that over everything else.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ooh, my man, I need that metal 249 in your box. Just ordered it. Hey, Josephine, congratulations on ordering my private collection mystery box. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm gonna do what I can to hook you up, my man. I was even like kind of teetering on getting my private collection mystery box, but the fact that I really like to, send out LMGs has been like, I guess, the thing that kind of pushed him over the edge. So I will see what I can do for you, Josephine. Do you guys have a small barrel extension so I can fit a SOCOM QD suppressor on my SMC9 without accidentally screwing up the hop-up unit since it's right there and the handguard gets in the way too? Dirty Mod Gaming, I don't know off the top of my head. If anything, DM us on our Discord as a reminder so I can look into that a little later, because we might be able to have something. We might have something, but I need to double check that. I would definitely need to look around a little bit more. Sure. No, I thought there was something else on here as well. Boaz, Josephine says, Boaz, you're next. He's gonna get your private collection mystery box as well. Well, okay, what are some of the stuff that because have you ever you've put together your mystery boxes as well, right?
I have, yeah. I mean, it was just a lot of like gas blowback stuff.
Oh, there,
Yeah.
hey, there you go,
Yeah.
there you go. If you want a gas blowback, this is the man to go ahead and get one from. Absolutely, absolutely. I thought you said you didn't want to say. Dang it! Okay, Mythical Potato. Thank you for. I will try my best to avoid saying GUN. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. Realistically, I'm sure it's okay.
I don't know. Watch us get zucked.
I would immediately get zucked right now. Guys, again, make sure to check out all these sales items available on our sales page right now. We're talking some of the hottest brands. We're talking Tokyo Marui. We're talking KWA. We're talking Elite Force, G&G, and so much more. Hot models that are available right now at a discounted price, but only for a limited time. So make sure you check them out all for yourself. And not just airsoft guns. We're talking accessories and all the essentials. BBs, batteries, chargers, green gas, everything that you need to get out and play are discounted right now, but only for the little bit of time left. And again, now's the time to do so because we got the 50 per 5. So place those orders now while you guys can. Every $50 you spend gets you 5. You got 11 minutes left. 11 minutes left. Just a thought. He says yes. Tell me more. All right. What are some examples, if you remember correctly, like some of the GBBs you've been so gracious to give out?
Man, I don't remember I don't remember, man. It's been a while, but I remember there were I think one of their top prizes was the MWS.
Hey, yo, really?
Yeah, I think there were some like Kittiway LM4s in there. There were I think there may or may not have been like WB AKs as well. Like again, memory's a little foggy, but it was definitely like a lot of Kittiway for sure.
A lot of Gucci shit.
Yeah, a lot of Kittiway for sure. And then other than that, it was just a lot of gas blowbacks.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, Winner's Ash, what's your favorite AEG mags then? My personal favorites, there's 3 that I really like. There's the Lancer Tactical high-speed mid-cap magazines, right? Those are just solid. They're 130 rounders. They feed flawlessly up to 50 RPS, if I'm not mistaken. They do a good job keeping up. Those
The BB window.
the BB yeah
BB
BB
window is nice.
B window is nice. I'd have to say the Zion Arms R15 and the MGC4 mag.
Oh,
They get
yeah,
those
yeah,
are available now
yeah,
for
yeah.
sale.
Oh,
You can buy them
finally,
individually. Yeah,
finally.
you can buy those individually. Those are sick. Just because they look really really cool. And then I would have to say number 3. I mean, is it like basic for me to say PTS EPM?
Tried and true, proven. I mean, there's nothing more to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your top 3 like for AG mags? Granted, you run a lot of KWA, so I'm imagining KWA.
Kittiway mags, baby. my favorite. They're not made anymore, but it was my favorite mags of all time are the 60 round crossover with Kittiway with PTS back when they had the licensing. It's the Magpul P mags that Kittiway used to make. 60 rounds for the original ERG. Not even. Yeah, not even more than 100 rounds. 60 rounds, but they feed flawlessly. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I love like when just you get I just love a simple, solid mid-cap magazine that really doesn't compete with it. Like again, it feeds even if it like doesn't feed the last 3. I think that's like my tolerance. Like if it doesn't feed the last 3 or 5 BBs, I'm like all right with that. As long as in general rate of fire can keep up, because there are some moments during Milsim games where I like okay, I need to do a full auto spritz right here, right? And if it can keep up with that, great. As long as it just feeds and it doesn't fall, it doesn't drop, it's not too tight, it's not too loose, right? Where it just wants to jiggle out, then honestly, that's pretty much all I care about. Prime Tech Customs asking how are the Zion Arms mid-cap magazines. I've had nothing but good experiences with the Zion Arms mid-caps. Their versions of I don't want the P mags. I think they're solid. I think they're really solid. I have no problems with them.
Yeah, I've never had any feeding issues with them. Never had them jam. Like we use that mag all the time, all the time, and so definitely not bad at all. I mean, like the only times I think most mags nowadays I think feed pretty well. They're way better than like the OG like mag brand mags from back in the day. You know, I think a lot of mags or magazines have been coming a long way. I think the only times that you'll ever encounter problems with a lot of these mags is like when you really start to push it to the limit, you know, like you really spam the hella trigger or you build like some crazy like 60 round per second build or whatever. Outside of that, I think for the most part, like it like most mags should be fine.
I owe my love to shops for my M4 build breaking on hiatus. What, breaking my hiatus? What the heck? Dude, 11-year hiatus. Dang, dude. Well, welcome back, man. Welcome back into the game.
No one ever leaves Airsoft.
No one ever truly leaves Airsoft. What's your favorite? Okay, answered that one as well. How my SNE being right at the end of the barrel has to be my biggest gripe on it. Other than that, I love the gun. The second one I bought. How do you feel about it? About the SMC9? Again, Dirty Mod Gaming. I love the SMC9. I don't mind it actually being right at the end of the barrel. I think that's, if anything, it's actually pretty convenient to be honest for me.
But once you start to attach things like trace units and other things, you know, like you kind of have to adjust the hop up, and then once it's set, then you could attach your mobile device and readjust. You have to take it off, you know, to gain access to it. So I guess that's one of the trade-offs, but I'd say like out of the box on its own, I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely. All right, scroll to the most recent comments. See my comments on HPA Prime Tech Customs. I did not. See another. Okay, this is what he says. AEG, while more intricate, has more variation when it comes to different builds. Don't get me wrong, HPA has some advantages, but it removes the soul of a build, if that makes sense. I'd agree to that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's just a computer, you know.
Yeah.
And so
it's a digitized typewriter. What's it called? Sewing machine, as we call it. Because AEGs, that's what they are.
yeah, it's basically a sewing machine.
It's a weird comparison, but it makes sense when you think about it, right? That's why we love like seeing ERGs or electric blowbacks, because it does add a little bit more spice to it. There's a lot more feedback to it as well. So you make sure to miss anything. We should be caught up on all of those.
What's his name? Casper.
Casper.
Hey, Casper. Hey, you like the MS-120 mags? Me too. Me too, man.
I like the MS-120 mags too as well. Like I think they just feed very well. Again, especially when it's a magazine that's designed for a very specific platform, there's nothing quite like it feeds every single round. That's like got to be one of the most satisfying feelings in the world out there. So guys, we got 6 minutes left of the live stream before we end. Remember, every $50 you spend, we'll be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. $50 gets you 5, $100 gets you 15, $150 gets you 15, and so much more, right? So on and so forth. The 2024 Platinum Mystery Box will be getting you 15 entries in the shopping spree. We got less than half of those available, so order now because every prize is a banger. We also have plenty of new products that are available on the site as well. I'll go ahead and link those right now. Put that in the live chat for all of y'all to check out as well, because there's plenty of new items that are available and for pre-order right now, including the Tandem Cross Official License Cthulhu, plenty of the new LCTs that'll come included with the Gate Aster right out of the packaging as well. All right, but let's keep going. I already got it. KWA 4D. Is the KWA 3.0 still worth picking up?
Short answer, yes. Long answer depends on where you are. So if you're in an area where you have actual seasons, where you'll have, like really cold winters, hot summers, like fluctuates a lot like that, then I would say getting something like the KWA 3.0 gearbox with the recoil is a nice stopgap. In fact, even for me, even in California, that's what I do. Like, I don't really bring my MWS out into colder climates very often, just because, at the end of the day, it's gas blowback, and it's not going to be as, reliable, especially if I'm firing very quickly. So I just always bring that with me just in case. So if you want to completely, future-proof yourself, getting the 3.0 is worth it.
Prime Tech Customs. I think he needs a little convincing from you, Boaz. Not gonna lie, I've been thinking about the KWA Q10.
Oh, the Q10, delish, delish. Oh man, I can't wait to beg KWA for one. Oh, you didn't hear me say that.
I mean, I'm just saying. If you missed out on the OG ERG from KWA, the original that first came out when it had the Magpul receiver. Do you remember that? When it had the old
I have one.
There you go, right?
Technically, I used to have two, but the receiver cracked, so now
you got
it's
one.
in a different body.
It's in a different body, right? But if you missed out on that, the Q10 just kind of reminds you of that. It's because it got that mag cutoff, man. That's such a cool feature that you wouldn't think it makes that big a difference, right? Considering the T10 has been out for some time, and it's still a fantastic gun. But replica, sorry, it's a fantastic replica. But the Q10, man, just bringing it back to that old design, that's the way to go. That has got to be the way to go, and we've seen nothing but overwhelming positive comments for it, and I'm glad to see it because that's what we've been wanting. Yes. Bring back mag cutoff. We've been asking for it, and we finally got it. Yes. So get yours in now. And again, you order yours. What is it? Retail 4 or something? Yeah,
yes,
4.
Something
it'll
like
get
that,
right now for the remaining 3 minutes of the stream. You order yourself a Q10, man. That's 40 entries, 40 chances of winning $1,000 all for yourself. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's see, Fish Sticker. I got a Q10 and a T10 in my wish list right now. Hey, that's what's up. I love to hear it. Can we get an MGC4 with the AEG 3.0 recoil system?
Ooh. Not making any promises. But your boy has been talking to KWA, especially at this past SHOT Show. So I'm not gonna promise anything. But But your boy's been scheming.
Well, not only that, even Bossman has outright admitted that we don't only have to go through Lancer for the MGC4 lineup. MGC4s, we can, technically speaking, if we can work out a deal, we can work with any company that we run, right? And KWA would be awesome to do.
No, it's the other way around. We're down to do it with any company.
Or any company to do
yeah, but then the bigger question is, would any company want to go through us to work with us to make it? So because the reality is, it's a scary thing because a lot of companies can't really afford to build a bunch of guns that don't sell, especially with how much money it costs to produce a special model like that can't really be can't be recycled into other things. Very risky investment, and Lancer Tactical was the only one willing to make that risk. So that's the reason why we've been sticking with them, and they also listen to our feedback, which is a big plus. Other companies, not gonna name any names, a lot of them don't. So a lot of them are kind of allergic to good advice and listening. So because of that, it is a little tougher to work with other companies. So hopefully, again, I've been scheming. I've been planting the idea with K-Dubs. Maybe it'll happen.
Here's what you got to do. You got to go to KWA and you got to cyberbully them like crazy on their IG, on their Facebook, and let them know, hey, make an MGC4 with GI. Let them know. That's how you do it, man. Yeah. That's how you do it. You got to cyberbully companies.
Yeah, there's enough people where they're like, you know what? I think there's an audience. They've been asking us for it. I think there's a lot of people willing to buy. Then maybe we could definitely start talking about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, we're cool with doing it. We want to be able to go and have like many different variations of the MGC4 lineup. And hey, KWA has definitely been one brand that we're pretty cool with being able to work with. We would love to be able to go and do that as well. Joseph Keene, I kind of want the Q10. Then get it, my guy. You got a few seconds left before this live stream ends. And again, you'll be able to get extra entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Q10 is hella fun. Dartry, hey Isaias, do the Specna arms with the Aster have trigger adjustment? And with the Spectre have the trigger adjustment. Don't know off the top of my head. I do not know off the top of my head. I don't know, they believe that the trigger itself is a tunable trigger. So I want to say no.
But if it has Aster, it should be compatible with Gates' adjustable trigger, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't think out the box it does. All right, guys, it is now 5 p.m. That means that is the end of the live stream. Is there any last questions we can answer right away? Anything else? Okay, I think, we should be caught up, guys. It has been absolutely real. Thank you to everyone that chose to spend their free time hanging out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. Big shout out to everyone that participated in the live chat, asking away their questions. And again, guys, let people know. Share this around on all your personal social media. Let people know that we are doing these live streams very regularly. I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow as part of the No Flightless live stream at 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure to show up, right? Especially if you want to get extra entries into the next shopping spree giveaway. There's still plenty of items for you to take advantage of, especially if you want to get extra entries. Get yourself a 2024 Platinum Mystery Box for 15 entries. Get yourself a Mayo Gang Airsoft Pistol Mystery Box for 10, and so on and so forth. Don't miss out. Take advantage of all these sale items we got going on right now because they are going to be ending very, very soon. Guys, it's been absolutely real. Appreciate every single one of you viewing this live stream. My name is Isaias.
And Boaz.
We'll see you guys all in the next one.
Oh, hey.